As you know, it takes a lot to get Mr. Tix excited, right? Nah, but this time I'm really excited, so excited that I forgot to show you where you can get today's unboxed beautiful fitness band. It's coming from Geekbuying. It's got a really good price on it, actually, considering what you're getting inside of this. Check the show notes for a buying link over here, and now let's begin. Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. It's a magical day today. Yeah, it's a fun day too, and it's an unboxing day of something that I have been really wanting to show you guys for quite a while now, but it hasn't actually been available. You guys know how I've been raving about the fitness band, the Hey 3S from WeLoop. Well, guess what? We have something new from these guys. Here it is, the Neo. It's not a fight. It's not a neophyte. It's a Neo. And from WeLoop. And if you recall, the really exciting thing I loved about the Hey 3S from WeLoop was its always on color screen. Beautiful. Guess what? That's what they say. This puppy's going to have the same kind of always on screen in color, brighter in the sunlight. And the other thing I loved about them was their app. The app was also amazing, especially since the Hey 3S came with the built-in GPS chip inside of it. And its tracking was phenomenal. And on the app, when you got your track, you not only got the track, but you got your speed at each point. It was, wow, nothing like that has ever come out by anybody else. Look at this presentation. I'm jumping too fast. Look at this. It's really a nice gift box. It's got stuff on the back. Anyway, this has GPS in it as well. And download the app. There's a QR code. You can scan it and download it. I don't know if it's the same one because I just got this in. We're going to explore that as we go on. We're in the unboxing right now. What? Barometric altimeter and swimming. Okay, 3 atmospheres. That's like 30 feet underwater. Cool. GPS, heart rate monitor, USB charging. I think you can just directly plug it in. We're going to find out. Strength, weather in it too. Whoa. Let's get inside. Let's look at it. So, there's an outer sleeve just for presentation and hanging on the rack in the store. Then you get into the actual box itself and we find, wow, they're going to make it layer after layer, nested, huh? A user's guide. Pop out thing here, I guess. You lift it up. I think. Well, I can't push it down. Can I push it up? Oh, there we go. I just got to hook it. Aha, there it is. The user's guide is inside of here. Oh, the corner's bent a little bit. Installation and registration. Yeah, it looks like it's using the WeLoop app, doesn't it? Okay. Yep. And see, it's going to show up as one of the watches. The Hey 3S is right there, and now the new Neo is in here as well. Wow. Okay. So you select it as the one you're going to pair to, and then you pair to it. There's icon definition. So it's a smaller screen, so it's going to have all these different icons so you can recognize them when you see them. S-Wolf, isn't that a swimming term? Okay. Rest time, it's going to calculate that for you. Heart rate, pace, elevation, rise and drop with that barometric altimeter. After sales service. All right, these guys fully supporting you. And that's it. And this side? Whoa, okay, it's all English. There's how you can actually change out the bands and charge the unit. The whole little thing pops out and plugs directly into your USB port. That's cool. Start and hold for 3 seconds is how you begin. Reset it, hold for 8 seconds. Click the right button and enter the feature list and so forth. We're going to run through the operations. And then there's the touch screen. And you've got all these symbols on the touch screen as well. And then finally, scan that code to download the Tethering app that's available on the Apple Store or Google Play Store. I don't think they mean get it from Google Pay. I think there's an L missing in there, Google Play. Also, check the show notes down below. Of course, I'll have the link. You just click on that. It'll take you to the Google Play Store, and you can download their Tethering app. And that is the manual. And now, presenting the Neo Band. It's got a little cover on it that's going to show you what it's going to be like. We pop that off, and by golly, the screen is on. Look at that. Is it the same time? No, it's a different time. But we've got a beautiful color screen lit up, always on, the same technology as in the 3S, but in a much smaller format. And folks, I have not seen anything this small with built-in GPS. That is really something. Here's a cover on the back, heart rate sensor, which is raised a bit. You can see. Come here, you. Wow, okay. We got the plastic cover off. And yeah, the Neo right there. All right. And it says the bands are removable. So I think all we have to do is pop them off, right? Do they wiggle off? Do they push off? There you go. I love doing it all the wrong ways first, so you guys can say, oh, no, not that way. Mr. Tiggs, what are you doing? There, look at that, look at that. Oh, I actually went into someplace. It's all charged up, I guess, but just to make sure, I'm going to charge it, clear everything out, and we're going to run through this puppy. Oh, I'm excited. Wow, I am so impressed with this. I've charged it up, I've taken it out a little bit, I've played with it, and I have got a great report for you. You know how when you get infatuation with something and it lasts for a little while and then it goes away? But you know true love when it's like, whoa, this totally gels with me. I'm in true love with this one. I think you are looking at my absolute all-time favorite fitness band. Yep, I think I am. I'll tell you why. First of all, it's the always-on screen. I'm a real proponent of that. I get really tired of trying to twist my arm just to see something that I can't read without cupping my hands over it outside because it's too darn dim. If I'm going to do fitness, I want it on my arm, I want to lift it, I want to see it, I want to put it down. Like I did with an old Casio watch, you know? Why can't they do that? Well, they have, and full color. I'm emulating the sun right now with this flashlight. You can see when I take it away, it's pretty darn dim. I'm indoors, and because of the backlighting behind it, you don't even see the display. But I do. I can actually read it easily when I look off camera. If I tilt it a little bit, you can see in the reflected light it's there. And if I twist it, it lights the backlight. See there? Now you can read it. I know it's not really bright, but it is bright enough to see all of the screens indoors, in the dark, in dim light, in bright light, you name it. We're going to go through the applications here on the device so you get a feel for how it works and what it does if you just have the band with you. Then we're going to switch to the app that it tethers to on the phone, and you'll get a deeper experience there. Let's begin. On the opening screen, which has the time display on it, by the way, it can be in 24-hour or 12-hour AM/PM style. You can simply swipe to go to the next screen, and there it says, please connect, and tap it. It's disconnected right now, and there's an interesting reason why. I guess I'll tell you now. I have it connected to the camera phone that I'm using right there, and that's what I use when I went outside to film with. I have a different phone, I show you when I'm using this indoors for doing reviews. It wasn't tethered to that. But guess what? I collected all my data using the app here on this phone. Then I disconnected it from here and I logged into the WeLoop app over on the other phone, and it synchronized all the data that was transferred today from here to there through the cloud over to there, and I'll show you some of the data that I've got just for today alone on the other phone, which I can film with this phone that came from this band earlier. So That's why it says it's not connected right now, because it's really not. This, if you are connected, will probably just go away or show you notifications. Now here, I've got an actual onboard compass, and you have to calibrate it occasionally if you change locations or environment. And when you do, and it beeps at you, it's going to give you a full compass. Now, by beep at you, I mean vibrate. It doesn't have audio. It's not going to actually beep. There you go. It's pointing right now due south, 180 degrees roughly. I'm in the north. It's quick, getting the light just right. It's quick responsive, and it shows you in a nice bright digital way exactly your heading. Yeah. Very sweet. Built-in compass. It'll stay on any of these screens. It won't time out. It won't go off. It won't bounce you back to time. It really knows what you want. If you want to navigate with the compass, it's going to stay on the compass while you're walking. If you want your heart rate, it'll be there. If you want your weather report, it'll be there. This is in my area, as synchronized to my phone, I think, but it might be coming in straight from the GPS of the device itself. There is last heart rate. I don't think so. I've been playing with it. Anyway, it says, please wear it tight, and it'll do your heart rate, and it'll stay in that display constantly, giving you your heart rate. So those of you that are trying to stay in a target zone can keep an eye on it. It does not have the alarms for high and low target zone numbers, but it does have the always on display in heart rate that you can glance at. This is a little display that shows my step information, my actual pedometer. It has that as well as GPS built into it. And of course, your calories burned and distance traveled can be acquired as well. And then you're back to time. So you got notifications, compass, weather, and heart rate, and so forth. And you're back to your home screen. Now, if you push the side button, you get to another new level. Here is kind of a treadmill workout. Here are settings for the device. Here's a music player that you can use this as a controller for music playing through your phone. Here is a stopwatch if you want. This now starts the exercises. This is like pumping weights, and it gives you a variety of reps that you can do. Here's the swimming function for this watch. You have cycling, running, and walking. And you know what? That's all I need. That's plenty for me. I don't need badminton or football. You have do not disturb mode that you can go into if you want, or leave it out and it'll vibrate to let you know things. You can get information about the watch, reset it, or turn power off. And those are your basic settings. You see the little button at the top? That's your back arrow to take you to here. And I can again scroll through all of these things. If I press the button and you're connected, you can play music, through your phone. And if I go back out of here, I can hit the back button and come all the way back to your overall time display. So those are the things that you see here on the watch itself. What I tend to do, and I want to get you into the fitness area here, is go into one of these. For example, if I go into one of my favorites is cycling, I'm here. You see the GPS area here? When all those bars fill up and it vibrates, you're good to go with GPS. And outdoors, it does it practically instantly, maybe in 30 seconds or so. The heart rate is pulsing here, so ideally the diodes are on, and it would start reading your heart rate if you got your finger over it. And when there, I'm getting one GPS bar. It's taking a little while, but I'm indoors. When you're ready, you can hit go. Well, I got to get it. I'm going to go out and get GPS locked up so I can show you some of the display. Okay, when I got the beep, everything turned color. It was black and white before, and now I can hit go. And when I do, you have to hit the button on the side to go. Now we start in on the data, and this is really, really cool. What you're looking at here is distance in miles, tenths of miles, hundredths of miles. So if you're walking or running or whatnot, you can get a really fine detailed breakdown of your distance. Here we go in movement time. It's recording that. This is your speed in miles per hour in miles, tenths of miles and hundredths of miles per hour. And it's accurate because of the GPS. I've used this riding around in a car, and actually, this is really, I like wearing this like on my right arm, watching my speedometer and glancing at my right arm and comparing them, and it's spot on. This thing is really accurate and shifts quickly when you're speeding up or slowing down. There's the heart rate that I'm getting as I'm talking really loud in a hot house, and it's saying I'm in 90 right now. Here is your GRA. I think this is your rise in altitude. Oh, that's this ascent in feet. I'm not sure what this is, GRA. Well, we'll find out. And this is your descent. So as you're going up and down, it's going to calculate how many feet you go up and how many feet you go down over your entire trip. Here's the time display. If you want to just still be in time while the whole thing is running in the background, see the green bar? You can do that. Or you can loop around again. So all of those functions loop around in a circle from this level, which you got to by selecting one of those items and pressing the button. To pause it, you simply press that. Now you're in pause mode. It's still active, but it's not running right now. And it's flashing through and showing you your statistics of what you've accomplished so far. If you're pausing and taking a water break, glance at your arm, look at all of your data. If you're in running or walking, you're going to see pace, you're going to see cadence, you're going to see those kind of things instead of what you're seeing here in cycling. And you press it again, it'll start right back up. When you're done, you simply press and hold. It says hold to finish, see at the bottom the red, and then it comes back and it says it's saved. You can't throw any of these away. They're all recorded, and they'll all be transferred over to your phone when you sync it up, including the date and time of all of the activities that went on there. And that is, and then you got the back arrow here to get you out of that one, and you're back to your basic home screen. Pretty cool, huh? Well, it gets even better with the app. Let me bring that up for you. Like I said, the WeLoop app is what you use. Oh, and by the way, the QR code you saw in the box and in the manual, when you scan it, it's not working. That link is supposed to go to something that says getweloop.com/ and other stuff, whether you're on Apple or Android. But it's not working. So use the link down below in the show notes, or simply go into the Google Play Store and put in WeLoop, and you'll get over to this app that looks like that as the icon. When you install it and open it, you're going to get a login screen, create an account or log in. Once you do that, you're going to get into this overall display. This is the main screen, and this is today's activity. I'll come back to that. Your first time in, you want to hit device. Here are all of the devices. You hit Neo, and it's going to go out there and it's going to search for it. Now, I think I have everything in airplane mode right now, so it's not going to find... Oh, this one's not in airplane. There it is. That's the unit. If I tap it and go through the process, it'll synchronize the band, where did I put it? Over here, the Neo directly with the WeLoop app. But I don't want to do that at this point. Same thing for the Hey 3S, or their other two products, an XH3, which is very similar to that, or the Now 2, which is like a black and white version of the brand new Neo. So that's in device. You go into Me, and that's going to have all the information about you. In fact, it's going to have a history of your best day, your best week, your best month, your longest streak, all of these things. Plus, you can go in and do some setups and modify your goals, and all of those things are here in your Me, your device, then your workout. These are the different grouped workouts that I've done with my original Hey 3S. That's right. All of that data has been archived in the app and in the cloud, so that I've done that one 40 times, that one 192 times. Yeah, I really was using that Hey 3S extensively because I love the always-on color transflective screen and the simple data and the fast responsive GPS, which is emulated perfectly in this band, which is a little easier to wear. Oh, it's just great. Come back to the front page, and here we got all of our information. That's my step count today against an 8,000 goal pure pedometer. Here is a timeline of all the things that happened today. The last time I had anything on that interfaces with this was 69 hours and 18 minutes ago. And then it was off my wrist for 25 minutes while I was getting it all set up after it noticed it was being activated and touched. And then I did a cycling thing. When you go in here, you get a Google Map display of your entire track that you went down. And you have statistics at the bottom, and you also have the ability to look at your speed, a graph of your speed, and you can slide across that graph, and any point you go to, it'll show you where you were and what your speed was on your actual track representation. It's all my data where I am. I'm going to show you that in the other app that we did the review on, actually go into the detail there. But it's really impressive. It's something I haven't seen on any other app anywhere, and they have kept it in this band that it accumulates not only your latitude, longitude, and time when you're there, but your velocity as well, an extra data point on there. Okay, then there was some slight movement. Here's my accumulated heart rate, and it shows a little chart. I can't expand it, but this is my heart rate as taken at these specific times against these specific numbers. Some of them are red, some of them are green, some of them are black. I guess that's my minimum and maximum that are showing up there, and then there's the average over the short span that I've done it. And as I mentioned before, when I have it on my arm, I can go into heart rate, and it's going to continuously measure it and show it on the display. If you're not doing any of that, this should be accumulating the heart rate regularly anyway at these different data points. And that's all going on in there. And then you got the calendar. And this is why I was saying this is so impressive. Here I am today. Here's a couple of times I was using it before. Didn't do anything with it last month, but before that I was playing a lot with it. See the colors, and they get red until they're almost a complete circle. That's a data point when I almost got my 8,000 step goal met, and it was all just done through steps and heart rate. That's shown on that day. And then any of the other days, well, it's having to download that data. I'm going a little too fast, but there you go. So in a sense, this thing gives you a complete record of your movement life. It really does, because when you're not using it, it's saying that it was off for exactly how many hours and minutes. If you don't wear it to bed and you put it on in the morning right away, you can tell how long you slept because it'll give you the time that you had it off. But if you do actually wear it to bed, you can also get your sleep report in here as well. When I touch here, by the way, I can go into this graph, which is showing you, I guess, heart rate, or no, your step count, and with what time you accumulated your total steps throughout the day. A lot of flexibility. Anyway, look at the full review of the app that we've got in the show notes down below. It's queued up. Just click on the link. It'll start right where the app is dissected, and I don't have to repeat myself for you. And the workouts, again, are total listing of all of my run records. Again, it's pulling that down from the cloud now. And here they are by date with information about each one of them. And any one of them you can go into, drill down, get the map with your route, with your speed at each point. Everything is right there for you. And stored in the cloud and archived and available when you log out of one phone and into your tablet or another phone. Wow, 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 wow. So spec-wise, what has this thing got in it that's making it so valuable? Let's switch to that page. We haven't even shown you the specs. It's a Neo model of the WeLoop. It's compatible with all of this. It's fully waterproof down to 30 feet or so you can definitely swim with it. It has the heart tracker, the dynamic heart rate monitor, built-in GPS, a low-power heart rate sensor so you can get a long battery life out of it. The e-compass, a gyroscope is in there, the barometric altimeter, a 9-axis acceleration motion sensor. That helps you a lot with swimming, I believe, and all the strokes and whatnot. The Bluetooth, And here you go. It's a 0.85 inch, always on screen. It's using memory LCD, they call it. 7H hardness. I guess that's the hardness of the display. The resolution, and it's a color touch screen. As you saw, we can swipe. We have a button at the top that we can push to go back. We're supporting English on this one. It doesn't look like other languages are supported yet. Uses a direct USB charger. You saw that, 90 to 110 minutes for full charge of the battery. It'll last for 14 days in standby. If you have GPS on, it's going to go about 10 hours. So you literally could put it on in the morning. If you're like a traveling whatever, real estate agent, salesman, mailman, whatever, if you've got a route, whatever, you could put it on in the morning, turn it into whatever mode you want. I like cycling. And just accumulate your route doing that. And at the end of the day, turn it off. And with the timeline thing, you can move across it. You can see exactly when you were moving, when you weren't. It'll stay in that mode. It's really awesome. Really, really great. Dimensions, and it comes with the Neo and the manual that we showed you before. And once again, in terms of its capabilities and what it's doing, take a look at this overview that they gave us. It's pretty much got everything I can think of that I would need in a fitness band, and it's doing it really, really well. Excellent build quality, fully waterproof, and interfaces with that WeLoop app, which is just phenomenal. All right, you've been watching Smartwatch Tics. We're a YouTube channel dedicated to smartwatches, and we are on the web at smartwatchtics.com. You could just throw that in your backpack and keep track of where you are on a hike and download it later. Just so many capabilities. A tiny little thing with GPS built in it. Worthy of a deeper look at Geekbuying. They got all of the product literature information and specs over there. And of course, a buying link in the show notes will take you right over there to pick it up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.